Billboard Philippines Volumes.
On this episode of Billboard Philippines Volumes, we have Quan joining the show. They talk about their latest single, MSK, and how the band is gearing up for their next phase. Let's turn up the volume on Quan.
Billboard Philippines Volumes.
All right, welcome to Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today we are with a band that is, I would say, in the next phase of their sonic evolution. They're continuing to push boundaries and challenge expectations. They are one of the most influential rock acts in the country. And we are with today Mark, Kelly, and Io of Quan. Thank you for being with us today.
Hey, cheers. Thanks,
Thank
Brett.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hey,
I know you guys are excited. Stop that. All right. No, thank you for being here today. And of course, it's so easy to just have a nostalgia trip right now, but let's not. Let's just jump straight into it. MSK is huge. The sound is huge. The songwriting is insane. The production is amazing. And not just the song, but the visuals from start to finish. The music video is beautifully shot. The pictures that came out of it, it's just packaged so well. It's like Quan on steroids, I'd say. It's really a next step for you guys. And having been around for so long, I bet it just feels amazing to know that it's just a new beginning. So enough of me talking right about it. Tell us all about MSK. How did it start? How did it come around? Where are you at? Let's go.
So, a bit of nostalgia. So, we've been together with Luis Isok on guitar for 2 years. We've been more focused in the studio. So, songwriting is the priority of the band. And then gigs slowly became more and more important because, again, we have to get the music across. So, how we started 2 years ago was after Luis agreed to join us. We would visit him in his home. We would try to record as much of him as possible because he's just exploding with
It's overflowing out
with
of this
music
guy.
and
Songwriting
Intense,
machine.
huh?
Yeah, super intense. He's a songwriting machine.
yeah. So we just tried to catch as much as we could, and then luckily we found a studio, Love One Another, who took us in, and it helped us also even more with the songwriting because we could now feel each other out in a safe space, in a wonderful space, and we knew that we were making an album's worth of songs. Probably half of it was already done before we got to Love One Another. But MSK was the first song that we had written on the fly. We were in the middle of rehearsing 2 songs, and it began with Luis, the classic organic way, and then Io caught on, and then Kelly caught on, and then I slowly caught on, and then Kelly started humming the pre-chorus, and then I started humming the chorus, and the next thing we knew, I don't know if Joey was there. Was he there?
I don't remember, but yeah.
It's just that feeling after when it was done, when we knew the format. So that was under an hour. The song was done. We knew it. And then it wasn't until we had a couple of more songs that we realized, do you know that MSK is the only song that we wrote together on the fly? There was no preconceived theories or whatever. And the release of it is the decision to release it as the third single is also because we felt and we feel now that that's the song that would bridge us to a new kind of genre. Because I mean, we're generally known as a heavy band, which is why we gave the first 2. The first one is definitely, it's actually reminiscent of Surface because it's short, it's straight to the point, it's a big riff, it's a bopper. The second one, Luis fought for it because you couldn't get any heavier than that, any faster than that.
We gotta come back like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Exactly.
I
And
see it.
we still have a hard time playing it, and then,
Yeah.
but the band knew that okay, we have to cross over because we're not just about this being with Luis. I mean, the goal is to make music. It just so happened that we started from a heavy place. So
And just to add, like having an amazing musician like Luis, come in and, we had to figure out the dynamic again,
Yes,
right?
that's important.
And he brought in a lot of stuff on the table, and we loved it, and it gave us this energy to really create. And MSK was really important because it was the first song that broke that barrier that hey, now we're all writing, together, we creating something from scratch, because it usually stems from different ideas that are there, right? And you give it to the band. This one was no one had an idea for it. We were in the studio, we recorded it, and it was, yeah, all of us had a lot of input on this track. So yeah, I think that was a nice catalyst for a lot of how the next parts of the album would also go. So yeah.
You can hear it in the song. I mean, from the lyrics to everything you're saying, it just sounds like it was just beamed down from a different place. The way it comes in, just it sounds like spoken word poetry at a certain point. Then it just gets heavier and heavier, and then it just has this release point where it's just like, wow, okay. So with this new energy coming in, and all this new music and all these new experiences, what is like the actual goal of all this? What was the goal of coming back? What was the meaning behind it? Or what was, is it just like, this is who we are and this is what we do, so let's do it?
if Luis was here, I think he would say it best. But again, I need your help because the three of us. I mean, this man is just intoxicating. And again, like Kelly said and Io said, you can't help but just get energized by him. Or um, he would say something as profound as para sa Pilipinas. He would say things like in the pursuit of excellence, which I could understand because we grew up as a band in a time when it was rock and roll, just hit the stage and just be real, whatever that meant. But as you mature, things I think should be more meaningful.
Boom, yes.
And that's what I think Luis wanted for us, this new version of Quan when it comes to songwriting, when it comes to rehearsing, when it comes to, again, that pursuit of excellence, to push us past our comfort zones. It's easy to make a big riff song and just to scream over it, but to actually um, put purpose behind every note, every beat, every melody, every word, all of a sudden now there, it becomes more, much more, more. And even Luis had dared me to, which the band all agreed on, to write all of our new material in Tagalog. But until now, ultimately, there he would say there to make music para sa Pilipinas, para sa bayan, which I am still grappling with until now because it's profound, especially in these days, in these times when there's so much information and disinformation about what the Philippines is. So, what is the Philippines to us, and how can we express it through music, our first love, without being too preachy?
I love this point that you're bringing up because it's so true of the time right now. I mean, if we think about Filipino music and especially Filipino rock, it's had so much time in the limelight, like decades worth. And then we got to admit there's been a lull for a while, and it has been harder to see new rock bands or the genre just like break out. But in place of that, we've seen a lot of different genres start to break out. Let's say hip hop, peep hop, any of these things. But in any genre and in this landscape, everyone's trying to do the same thing, which is be the most Filipino you can be in whatever that space is. And it's such a beautiful time because there's only one country that can do that. And that's, if it's the Philippines, is to be the most Filipino of whatever you're making. So obviously that's what we're trying to create and trying to put out there and trying to show to the world, which is beautiful. So I love to hear it that within your genre, yes, it's a heavy band and trying to do it, but the audience expects more now. It's not the same as before. We want the backing tracks to bring in the space. We want the sound to be a certain way. We want the visuals. We want everything to be as big and as beautiful and great as it can be because the audience is now expecting it. They look at Filipino music and they say, it's not the same as being looked at before. This is the level we're looking at it because we're playing worldwide, we're playing globally. With that being said, and you are bringing this new energy and you're having this new feeling behind your music, going into the next music, where are you guys at? Are you guys recording still? I know you're touring.
We kind of just wrapped up recording. We just have a couple of more things to
There we
record, but
go.
it's just like the minor stuff. But yeah, we're pretty much done. We just need to mix and everything.
And we've been at this for about like just to add, we've been at this for about 2 years
Yes,
already.
you have. I remember the first time you
Yeah,
texted me,
yeah.
we're back in the
That
studio.
was 2 years ago. Yeah, we're back doing this,
Yeah.
and sometimes it takes time to marinate a project
Of
like
course.
this, right? So we've been at it for a bit, and the thing is, it's nice that we've taken this long, and we've been putting music out because it allows us to really, sink into the music, sink into the new lineup,
Mhm.
get a grasp on ourselves as well as people, our team, how to grow it, what our plans would be. We have so much music that's there,
That's
and we
it.
have so many plans that we want to put out. But we're also taking an approach where, okay, let's have a plan, but let's take our time with it, and let's make sure that we get the stuff out the right way. So there's a lot of that that's going on.
With so much material out over such a long time, I mean, at this point, you are building towards legacy. So taking your time, but also having moments like MSK happen where it's just like, let it happen and let it be. With the landscape right now and I guess Filipino rock, like who are you guys looking at? Are there bands that get you inspired? Are there youngins that are like making you guys go, okay, wait, hold on, we need to do better real quick?
Like a whole lot, but I'm gonna start with a couple of days back we performed with Mora Beats for the
Oh,
first time, and we've been fans of that
yes.
of the group and what they've been doing for the culture and how they rep themselves, how they rep their musics, how they spit their rhymes, and we finally met face to face, and that moved me. Seeing they played right before us, and they had how many people on stage?
That's a typical
Eight
Moro
or
Beach
nine.
show.
A lot of
Exactly.
people on stage, but it was really fun. It was so fun to watch.
Energy.
It was energy. It was there was so much energy, but it was a good energy. I mean, you wanted to move, you wanted to groove, and we were all grooving, and we loved them. We fell in love with each MC that was there. But there, it was an energy, and for me, it was very inspiring to see that. So, yun nga, who else? Who else do we look up to?
One
man?
Click Straight.
There, one click
One
straight.
Click
One Click
Straight.
Straight. It's one
Yes.
band that I really look up to because they're really good at what they're doing and they
So
sound great.
experimental.
Yeah, so experimental, but they sound great.
Yeah.
And they just recently threw a Rad Fest.
Rad Fest was insane.
Yeah, it was really cool. And Enamori is also really,
yeah.
Enamori is really cool to watch.
What's crazy is we did this bar tour for MSK, right? So
Yes.
we did a bunch of shows, bars here, and we decided to invite a lot of the newer acts to come in and play with us.
Yeah.
So the funny thing, the ranges were from 18-year-olds all the way up to 30-year-olds. It was a quite a quite a an age gap, but it allowed us to really sit down, watch everyone perform, and there were some of those acts that the guys saw for the first time, and they were like, wow, these guys are really good. And yeah, just to echo, and Mori played for us. One Click Straight played for us. Moro Beats, yeah, they were great. Jay Mara, from Moro Beats, he was so good. But yeah, a lot of acts that really are pushing it right now, and we're proud of those guys too.
And I think that it was that tour was a wonderful opportunity for us to have an understanding of the new sonic landscape because these are the kids that all the other kids look up to now, who we were
Yes.
at the time. And the last thing we want as a band to be, we had agreed on it even before we set out on this venture with Luis, was, I mean, we have what we have, but let's not rest on them. The goal, I mean, for us should be to move forward, to create something new that the new generation can also appreciate. So it isn't to say that we're better than them or not. No, we stand beside you.
Yes.
And that was a wonderful way to feel their vibration, their energy. Now, okay, this is how you rock now. And this is how the audience accepts that energy. So instead of feeling alienated, it inspires us to play harder, to do better, to connect, not just amongst ourselves, but also there's a purpose, whether it's for the audience in front of us or the idea of Filipinas.
Dude,
So true.
and crazy, right? So some of those guys as well from those shows,
Yeah.
this was the first time for them also to watch us. So they're like, yeah, dude. They were going up.
the
I
spit
never
thing.
knew.
That spit thing.
Yo, wait, yes.
That was crazy.
No,
dude.
but okay. All I gotta say about that is that I mean, that's introducing to rock, like a rock star and a rock show. I mean, that's the point. I mean, you guys went up there and did your thing. I don't think it'd be different. Any other genre goes up and does their thing, whatever that is. You know what I mean? So it's just about appreciation and about, okay, that's what that is. And the introduction to it. I mean, a band like Quan is the kind of band that has so much material out that can be introduced to a new generation for a lot of kids that want to be like, hey, this is my type and I don't really see it too often. So maybe this is for me, and they can be represented through that, which is amazing. So it's fine.
And that's why I also think it became essential for the band now to play gigs,
Yes,
to be
super
there,
important to be on
because
ground.
it's
Yeah.
different when you listen to it. It's different when you feel or watch the artist, and then now I get it.
Yes.
Because I didn't when I was reading the lyrics, or I just saw a 15-second clip of
Oh
it,
my god.
an edited clip. But now, as a whole, okay, I understand the context of it.
Yes.
So there. So now we're playing gigs again, not as late as we used to. But you know what I'm
Found
saying?
out after the pandemic.
Yeah,
Gigs at
man.
around
We're like,
12,
okay,
12:30 now.
midnight is the last. You know, it's all right.
anymore.
We're playing at 4
No
a.m.
4 a.m.
No,
stuff.
No.
But yeah, just to add also to what Mark said, right? So this was we're playing with a lot of these guys. Also, opened our eyes to, the types of music that were there, and it just gives us that. And we wanted to play in these shows with people who weren't normally you'd think would be in a Quan show.
Yes.
Right,
exactly.
so it's like, okay, you go to a Quan show, it's like, okay, you play with all the rock guys. No, we
Yeah.
wanted to mix it up. Let's play with indie. Let's play with hip hop. Let's play
Super
with
smart.
let's spread it out and get to know
Play
each
with
other.
pop.
Yeah, let's play with pop. Everyone, we want to mix it up and just put us wherever. So
It makes so much sense because just thinking back in 2000s mindset, even in Dumaguete, it was like rock versus hip hop. Pretty insane. Like people don't know how insane it was.
In the 90s, radio stations that we won't name
Yeah.
would actually call them out. Oh, for all the rockers, go to Robinson's Galleria because all the hip hoppers
Stuff's for the fight.
are in, diba? Just because, my goodness, just because you wore baggy pants, and then look what happened when new metal came in. Oh, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah, no, that's the truth.
The
And-
evolution of it, but that's the times that we came from. That I guess you're saying that they don't know how
Yes.
crazy it was.
Yes.
So, yeah, but they were fun times for it.
It's great though, because I mean the new generation now, and I think because of platforms, the new type of platforms where the access is just so accessible, everything's accessible. Your ears and your heart and your mind is more open to a lot more things, and then it shows in the kind of experiences we're allowed to have now. It's like when you're on tour, you can't have anyone on tour with you, and it makes sense because if you're just a music fan or a person that wants to see a show, a good show, if more people could go out and be like, I just want to see a good show, whatever that is, then that's the kind of culture we want to start building also.
Come back to the gigs
Yes.
because we're all
Come
playing.
back to us.
Come back. We're there. We're just one of. We're
And
just
if you're
one of
already there,
hundreds. Yeah.
Come back again.
and again,
Because you're always gonna see, I mean, what you're implying. You're always gonna see something you have never seen before.
Yes.
You're gonna feel something you never felt before,
Definitely.
and it'll add more to the experience of it. I mean, again, it's a wonderful thing that the new generation has limitless access
Yeah.
to all kinds of music that we
Everything.
never had. But come to the gigs.
Yes, come to the gigs. And just like to add on to the experience point, we are with Direct. Tell us.
Direct.
oh, so
Tell us about the music video because the song is completely a banger, but the music video as well just goes insane. Coloring,
Thank you.
shots, everything. How did it come together?
Okay, so initially we were supposed to do a live version of the song.
That would have been
Yeah, it would have been really cool actually.
do
And
that
then we
still.
were talking. Oh man! But yeah, we were talking about it, and then Mark brought up the vibe of the song, like being spacey. Even the he wanted the cover to be a little spacey and everything. Then I remembered there's a dance studio, Zero Studio here in Mandaluyong. Yeah, there's a with a UFO light kind of thing in the middle. So I remember
Big
that.
as a UFO.
Yeah.
So good.
And because he is a dancer as well.
Oh yeah. So I'm a dancer as well. So I did a gig before with some of the eight dancers from A Team,
Okay, okay.
and then I became friends with them. And then I saw a post of theirs where they posted that studio. I was like, I think that's where we can shoot our
So we can
video.
make it happen.
And then this, like, I just thought of it. And then, to be honest with you, like, initially, like, we had no plans for it. You're just like, oh, I have a studio. Okay. Then Kelly was like, okay, look for someone to shoot it. And I was like, uh, okay. Then anyway, long story short, I looked for someone, a videographer. My brother decided to help out as well.
Yep.
And yeah, we just kept it simple. We made the light the centerpiece, and that was it. Yeah, that's all. That's all. That's how it
He did a
went.
good job. It was he was nervous. He was like sweating the whole time before that. We had meetings, and then Mark was like, "Okay, are we
I
ready
was
for
giving
this?
them a hard time.
Are we ready for this?"
I was. No, I was. But the thing was, they made me shut up when the day happened. So everything was on the fly. But when the day arrived, everybody's, including Eo and his team and his family, was there. Everybody knew exactly what they were doing, and they also knew how to soothe my, how do we say it? My moodiness, and that's being nice, but they just knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
And we knew what to deliver as well. So we actually can I share that? We actually spent more time for the interviews
Mhm.
than the video because we finished way before schedule.
That's awesome.
So literally, like it was so simple. The lights would just shift on the spot, on the beat.
Yeah, my sister did that by the
Yeah,
way.
Mandy was
My
there.
mom
So it
also-
was all in the family.
Yeah,
So
all in the
good.
family. I kept it all in the family. So
And for some context, right? So Quan has always been very, I guess,
Visual.
yeah, very OC about the videos,
Yeah.
right? Our videos, right? Our discography. Mark coming from a film family and everything, he always used to take charge. And this was the first time, really, that
Someone else
someone
did.
else. And that was a lot of pressure on EO, honestly, to take this on. And he had to deal with it. And he, sometimes, that's where diamonds are made after all that pressure.
Yeah.
He made it happen, man. Proud of the guy.
it was really fun though. Yeah.
Now he's getting off. Yeah, I was getting asked by other artists to make videos.
There we go. There we
And
go.
he's like,
Yeah.
We
Like,
got a patent, though.
really?
We got the 5% Quan thing. So if you want to hire him,
he's available.
But it makes a lot of sense because I mean the song flowed so quickly and it felt like just magic from the start of it. And same thing with the video. I mean the whole project had the same energy throughout, and that's always the best.
Yeah, and just want to add also the photos, Rocket. The team. Yeah, the
Oh my
people
gosh,
came in.
Rocket.
Yeah,
Shout
those
out to
guys
Rocket.
who really did a great job with it. So yeah.
and there ultimately it exceeded even our expectations. EO is the youngest of us.
Mhm.
So if ever there was anyone in touch with the new generation in terms of the visuals, in terms of the music, in terms of any form of art of the younger generation, it was always EO.
Mm.
So I mean, I didn't know who the photographer was. I didn't know what it would look like. I had no idea. All I knew was okay, the lights, and I just wanted to get surprised. So even we tried to not look at the playback just to see what would happen. And true enough, every aspect of it was directed by Ian Marcos, who I'm very proud of. And it complements the song because the idea was there. I mean, in the chorus, it's light.
Yes.
blinded by light, and he just sewed it seamlessly.
Yeah, that's also one thing I forgot to mention. The colors of the light. Um, I kind of chose those colors for a reason. It wasn't a random choice or
Yeah.
anything. So initially we started out with orange,
Yeah.
which was kind of chaos and all that. It became blue
Mm.
for more like unity, hope, and all that stuff. Went back to orange, went back to purple, and went to purple after. Yeah, and then it was just a mix. So it wasn't just random. It was thought of too.
So
So,
good. So good. And it shows throughout the whole project. I guess a final question would be, now that, the new music is out and you do have this giant discography, moving forward, wherever the band is going, what is the legacy or meaning that you want to leave behind as a band?
Music more than our names, and I mean that. Names fade, songs don't. The greatest of songs, you don't even know the title. It's just when you hear it, it just pulls at a heartstring or an emotion or a thought or an idea. If we are able to do that with any of our songs, then it would have been good enough, more than enough. I think. So again, the music.
Yeah, just to add also, it feels like we're also just starting again. We have this catalog of music which we've created and we're proud of, but with Luis coming in, it just feels like we're only just starting to scratch the surface of what we can come up with as a group, as this unit right now. Back to a four-piece, we're putting out this album. We have the music is going to be so diverse, and very exciting for us also to record and to find ways for us to play this live. But yeah, that's what it feels like. And the funny thing was when we jam, it feels Luis always says like, "Yo, we have this song, this song." So we have enough material actually that we're
Too much.
banking too much material that we're gonna have produce and work more stuff even after this album is gonna be done. So collaborations are also on the table for us. We're open to, to exploring all types of music and seeing what metamorphosis or what kind of combinations we can put together. So it's a great new chapter I feel for us, and it's exciting. We're really excited about it.
That's great. I mean, it even goes back to what you were saying earlier. Legacy is the music. Legacy is the music, and you guys as a band are on a new path, moving forward, creating new experiences, new messages, new meaning. And that's something that can be taken away by anyone that's watching here, any musicians that are looking at this and say that anytime you can create your best work, at any time you can have a new beginning, at any time you can take it forward into the future. And that's beautiful. We're super excited here for new music from you guys all the time. We're excited to see where you guys go, and we're excited to see the evolution of Filipino rock. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you,
For
Bill,
having
for
us.
supporting
Appreciate
music,
it,
and
yeah.
you guys here as well. So
This has
appreciate you
been
guys.
Billboard Philippines Volumes with Quan. Thank you.
Billboard Philippines.